Hello, everybody.
Hi.
James Ballou.
Jeannie Ballou, we're back.
Duffels and Dogs.
2.0?
Yeah,
2.0.
Duffels and Dogs 2.0, right? It's been a long time since we posted anything to Duffels and Dogs.
On YouTube, yeah.
And the last time we did, we were still in Costa Rica, which we'll get to.
Which we're getting to.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
This
but
is sort of our
reintroduction.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting to post a lot more on our YouTube channel, Duffels and Dogs. We've got a lot to talk about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go ahead?
Well, I would just, I guess when you first met us, it was like 4.5 years ago. So I was 60 and you were 61, or 59 and 60. Now he's 65 and I'm 64. Anyway, so it's been about 4.5 years since we first came on here.
Yeah, and that was our transition part of it was to document our transition from the United States, Charlotte, North Carolina, to Costa Rica.
And sort of do it at people at our age, because it
Right.
wasn't really popular then. And we weren't retiring, so that was a big part of it.
And we were going to document that, and we made videos about our travels, Costa Rica, why we did it and whatnot. And after a while, it got a little, I guess, old.
Yeah, or saturated the market.
We didn't want to compete with people who were talking about Costa Rica, because that wasn't really our thing. We chose Costa Rica to move to and live there and be our home base, but it really wasn't about Costa Rica and espousing why people should go there or move there or whatever.
Yeah,
it was really about freedom and freelancing and whatnot. So we took a little break.
We weren't actually, well, we were a break from that, but we haven't stopped. So we built a little home. We made a rental thing on our property.
Which I think we did a couple of videos
Casa
on.
Wabi Sabi. Yeah, we were doing all of that while we were still doing our gig work.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that didn't stop, right? That kept going.
Yep. So I don't know if let's just fast forward a little bit.
Fast forward.
Right. There was that big gap. There's that big gap, but the decision was made because we were freelancing and we could live anywhere or that we wanted to. We made the decision. Well, we started having grandkids. Our youngest son started having, and his partner started having babies.
Which wasn't wasn't the game plan, because they were young, and that doesn't happen yet. It just wasn't.
It wasn't in our. Yeah, we weren't thinking about that. It was not there. So they had some. We had our first grandchild, and they live in Paris.
They live in Paris.
Right. So we thought, okay, well, we'll just visit and
So we tried that.
We tried it. It just didn't work out.
Ooh. So why it didn't work out, just so you know, is that we would go once. We would spend 4 to 5 weeks there, not really go anywhere else, and it cost an easy $10,000 just to do that for once a year, which was not
the purpose of and then we didn't get to travel and do other things that we wanted to do. We were spending all of our money and time during that one thing. So that led us to think about, well, what other how can we get closer? What options do we have? Getting closer to them. We really didn't.
Our other son was also
in Europe. Our oldest son is also in Europe. He's in Brussels. The youngest son with the kids are in Paris, and we wanted to be closer to them, but not too close.
Not too close.
So, long story short, with all of the looking and research
that you did
about where's a good place to land, what's freelance friendly, which was very, very important from a
business point of view,
visa point of view, business point of view. We decided on Spain, and then once Spain was really the target, it was where in Spain, and we ended up in Valencia. So that's where we are now. We're in Valencia, Spain.
We're sitting in our apartment.
We are reigniting the Duffels and Dogs website.
Because we have the YouTube channel.
Yes.
But we have so much to say, and everything that we've experienced, and we're speaking to a very certain group of people, just so we're clear. We are speaking to the people who are 50, 55 plus. and people that are embarking on the next 7 to 10 years of their lives, before Social Security, before Medicare, and sitting there going, what's next and how am I going to make it? And I'm not loving what I'm doing, or I'm frustrated, or I'm working for somebody who's 30 years younger than me, and I don't know if I can make it, which is where we were. I was 58 and we were like, oh, I don't know if I can keep doing this. So that started our whole venture.
Right. We, like many, we still need to work, right? We don't need to produce the income that we did at the height of our, careers and raising kids and all of that stuff, but we still need to make money. And, freelancing was the way to go.
It was the only way to go.
It was the only way to go for
our
us,
story.
for what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And part of that was, explore the world, live different places, travel, and be able to work at the same time on, our own time frames.
Yeah,
the
only way to do it.
That was the only way to do it. So that's what this is about.
Right, it is. But I just want to say that before that, we have one of the dogs here, so you see his little schnoz, so he keeps bumping me.
You remember him.
This is Ferdinand. Just so you know, before we started all this, my whole story about retiring was I was going to do something cool, right? I was going to pull beer, or I was going to be a bar back. It was all about the United States and all those things that I could and we could do that would give us that hourly income or have fun or whatever that story was. So that all shifted as soon as we decided we were going to move abroad, where that no longer was an option for us. So then it had to be online. There's no other way. It had to be online, and that's what it was like. Started the whole thing. Just. I personally really had to shift from, but I wanted to do this, to what we were doing now.
And freelancing visa here in Spain allows us to do that. So legally we can work as freelancers as long as we're not taking we can't go out into the community here in Spain and get a job.
Yeah.
But
or Costa Rica.
Or most of the countries that we want to visit or, work from. So freelancing was absolutely the way to go.
Cool.
Right? Yep. So we're going to start again, and we're not here to again talk about Spain and all of that. All of that might creep in.
It will creep in.
It will creep in, but the main thrust of this is again to talk about freelancing and
about working
freedom.
Online, about freedom, about using the skills that you already have. So that's a big area that I'm personally working on right now. You can find us on Threads, Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, now we'll be on YouTube. But a really big area I'm working on right now is to break through the noise of digital income. That is just a huge noise. I think I have a lot to say about that, and I'll say more. But it's really built for people in a certain age group with a certain narrative and story, which is not necessarily us, right? So we weren't looking to reinvent ourselves, not looking for all the visibility, not looking for branding, not looking for constant content. We just wanted to take what we already knew, what we were already good at, things we actually enjoy doing, right? And be able to make money doing that. So that's really where I'm putting my focus, and we'll be talking with all of you that are interested in what that's all about and how you can do it too. There's so much opportunity. It's hidden in plain sight. It's huge, and we really built this so you can move, you can roam, you can stay put, but there are options where you don't have to be killing yourself to learn something new that you weren't built to learn, you don't want to learn, you aren't good at, you can't figure it out.
This is not, there's a lot of noise out there and hype about, passive income and affiliate marketing and
$10,000 a month while you sleep.
Digital marketing and all of that stuff. And, that's all very, sounds sexy and blah, blah, blah. That's not this. This is working. I'm still using the skills that I developed over 40 years of career work. Still doing that. I'm just doing it fractionally for many different clients that are already there.
That's it. Yeah, the demand's already there. You don't have to build it. Yeah. So that's sort of it. So this is our introduction to Duffels and Dogs. I'm calling it 2.0. I'm sure there's something better, but here we are. You'll be seeing us. We welcome your questions. We welcome, some of you are going to want to know about Spain or about travel, and we understand that. We'll probably put in maybe once a week or something. We'll throw in a
Yep.
video just about traveling and visas and what we ran into or how we moved our pets, all of that. So we welcome anything you've got to say. And I don't know, this is fun. I'm so
Yeah.
excited with what we're up to.
We're very
and what we
excited
built.
to start sharing again,
Yeah.
and you know, just share our experiences in this and what we're doing, and
The path.
showing people how that they can do it too. There's a lot of people who our age and, you know, that 50, 55 that are sort of in between. They can't necessarily retire, but they want to do something different, or they'd like to live abroad. And, you know, how do you do that and make a living, continue to make money until that Social Security hits, or, you know, you put off your tapping into your investments for another 4, 5, 10 years, whatever
Whatever it is, right. So there's just so many different reasons, and we'll talk about all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I'm sure we'll get a lot of, you know, hopefully we get lots of questions and curiosity, and
Say hi to us.
yeah, we'll
Say
see
hi.
you. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye. Hasta luego. Bye.